Hey guys, how's it going? Pete Mercer here, and today we're going to make some pineapple fritters. So, here are the ingredients. And let's get baking. So, step one, we're going to set our oven to 200 degrees centigrade. Let that heat up. Now, for the breadcrumbs, if you will, I'm choosing to use Curiously Cinnamon cereal. You can use other cereals or oats or breadcrumbs, or even smashed instant potato. It works really well. So what you want to do is put that in your blender or food processor and turn those into fine crumbs. Now we're going to add these to our protein powder. Obviously that is optional if you want, but it's just basically to give it a bit more of a protein kick. You can just use the crumbs if you want, as long as you have enough. So to this we're going to add our spices. I'm choosing to use cinnamon and nutmeg, so about a teaspoon of each. And then you want to mix all that together so you get a nice blended consistency. So then we're going to crack an egg into a bowl, and you just want to whisk that up until it's just turned into complete liquid. Get some air into it and break that yolk down. And then next step, you want to have a baking tray and have tin foil in it, and you want to have that overlapping, and I'll show you why in a minute. So first thing I'm going to do is give that a couple of sprays with olive oil or butter spray, whatever you want. I'm using it's an olive oil single calorie one. So then you want to take your pineapples or whatever fruit you want to use for this, dip it in the egg yolk, make sure it's nicely covered and you can actually get a hold of it. Then we're going to put it into our batter or crumb mix. Again, make sure it's completely covered and all of that gets stuck in nicely. If you want, you can double dip, go back to the egg, go back to this, and make sure it's nicely covered. And then we're just going to add that to our baking tray. So once that's all done, you might have some egg left over, you might have some crumbs left over. So what I'm doing is just adding some of the yolk on top here and in the middle, and that'll just cook really nicely in the center. And once I've done this, I've decided, well, I've got some crumbs left anyway, so if I just sprinkle that on top, and they'll get nice and crispy, and just fill the pineapples there. So now what you want to do is give it another layer of spray of your choice, and that'll just help it crisp and firm up when it's in the oven. Now you want to close the lid with the foil, and that'll just help it cook throughout nicely. It's just something I like to do. Then put it in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes until golden brown. You'll know when it's done, and when it's done, it'll look something like that. So that's what I've done. I've made a little bit of protein sludge as well, because you can't have a good fritter without a sauce. So let's just give this a little taste and we'll see. There's my face, and yep, tasty stuff. So yeah, really simple. You can use whatever crumbs you want, bread type things, whatever fruit you want. There are the macros. Thanks for watching. I'm Pete Mercer. Take it easy.